August brought another great month of fishing and fun tournaments. Join me for the August recap. We got paid out again. Well, here we are again, guys, in my favorite channel. You recognize this from last month, and this little point and curve is paid off again first thing this month. August brought a lot of transition on the water. We went from really super warm days to, by the end of the month, I was wearing several layers and a coat and something over my ears, and it really changed the water. You'll notice it as the month goes on here in the videos. I was able to get up to the lake and fish just about every weekend of the month of August, and didn't catch as many fish as we did in July, but we did get a couple of good ones, and you will see those featured here in this recap. It was a really fun month for punching. Most of the month, towards the end of the month, the milfoil did die back with the cooler weather, and the punching bite kind of went away. But you'll see that a lot of the catches here in my recap video are done with punching, and I gotta say, I just absolutely love this technique. I'm still very new to it, and I've got a lot to learn, but it is definitely one of my new favorites. I'll be looking forward to those weeds coming back next summer so that I can do this some more. And it's kind of bizarre that I would be saying that, because normally I'm aggravated at the weeds. So it has definitely turned my fishing game around. Our lake has a lot of weeds, and so it's nice to have a technique that works for me in that environment. This pitch into these weeds resulted in my biggest fish of the month. It was a super fun catch, and I did do a short on it. If you follow the channel, you probably saw the short earlier in the month. But this was a really nice fish. A lot of fun pulling this one up, and it was a 20 3/4, which was my biggest fish for the month. As you can see here, I have a little bit of trouble getting him and the weeds that he came with up out of the water, but there he is. When I weighed him, my scales just were not registering correctly, because he only weighed in at like 3 pounds, but he was heavier than that. So I think that it's almost time for a new set of scales. I think maybe I've requested that for Christmas, because my scales just aren't very trustworthy. This day, this was kind of fun. Neither one of these fish that I caught in this session right here were big enough to help me, so I didn't end up taking pictures of them, because they were both smaller than what I had, but it is the first time that I've ever went ahead and put back into the same set of weeds that I just pulled a fish out of and caught a second fish. So that was kind of fun. That I literally didn't move, dropped my bait right back in the same hole, and I got this little guy that came out of there too. Neither one of them, like I said, were very big, and I didn't even measure them. They didn't help my score at all in the tournaments, but it was kind of fun to catch two back to back out of the same little hole in the weeds. This one came up with a lot more weeds than the other one did. I thought maybe he was bigger, but he turned out to be about the same size. Part of the fun in punching is when they come up with a lot with a lot of weeds, you're not really sure, you're not really sure that it could be a big one, because you can't really tell until you get him up out of the water. But yeah, this guy was just a little guy. This looks to be across the lake from where I caught those two little guys. Another fun punch and catch. I don't seem to have a picture of this one, but I did turn it in on the tournament, so I think I might have accidentally deleted the picture, but it was about a 17 1/4, I think, that I got the weeds on this one. Let's go musky fishing. I don't think it's cold enough. Well, let's try it. Floated off our point. I thought I had myself pinned down, but apparently not. Not the right hole to be doing it. In fact, this is the worst hole that I have to be doing. Maybe if we're hunting muskie, we'll get bass. I saw a big muskie on my way in. He was up there laying on top of a weed bed. He was a good one too. That made me think maybe they're up and about. They usually like to feed in the cold weather, but they like bladed jigs, man. something, guys. And it is a huge, huge, huge what? Holy moly, look at that. We want that. Holy heck. Not what I was expecting. So after going hunting there for muskie, I ended up getting a nice bass. He was 20 1/4 on that bladed jig. And then, he weighed in at 4.9 pounds, or 4 pounds 9 ounces. And then we went across the lake and immediately got another one on that big bladed jig that I thought I'd bring in a muskie with. And I believe this one was about 17 1/2, if I'm remembering correctly. But wait to see what happens next. Oh, there's a big muskie. Man, I hope we got that. I don't know, the camera may be set too far forward, but y'all heard it, I'm sure. I'm soaking wet. Yeah, he would have taken our bait in a heartbeat. I knew he was laying down here waiting. So after that little experience, I was a little worried we were going to draw in the muskies, and then it really got chilly. And this is the last weekend of the month, and as you can see, I'm dressed up in the warm coat, and I did get one more fish here out of my favorite channel to finish out the month. We ended the month of August in the WFF Women's Fishing Federation month-long tournament in 3rd place, and that did get me a payout. And then in the 2025 standings for AOY, I'm currently 3rd. And on the GRBY tournament, that's the Kayak tournament for the August month-long, I finished in 4th place out of 19 anglers. So it was a great month of August. I'm really looking forward to September. We have gotten off to a cold start, and I am going on vacation, so we won't be fishing the full month of September. But I'll be able to come back towards the end of the month and hopefully put a few more on the board. I'm fishing 3 tournaments in September and October. So, and then we're going to go muskie fishing in October too, guys. It's going to be great fun. So see you next month.